What does it mean when someone says my truth? Oh, I'm just telling you my truth. This is my truth. I'm just telling y'all my truth. That's another way to cover up the real truth. The my whole truth thing. No, that's just one side. When it comes to a whole story, there's your side. There's the other person's side. And then in the middle, there's the truth. It's not, oh, my truth on that side, and the other side, it's my truth. No. That's another way to cope with the lack of responsibility for your own wrongdoing. That's the lack of accountability for your own life, for why things are happening in your life that's not favorable, and why there's problems that's occurring in your life. You refuse to look at the real issue. And you always attest to why these problems are happening in your life to a negative experience you had with somebody, or a blow up with somebody. But see, sometimes that could have been all on you, but you're trying to paint the picture to everyone else that doesn't know the truth, the full story, that it's that person's fault. This person did that to me. They said that to me. Or my boss doesn't like me. My coworkers hate me. But you're not going to tell people that you were always late to work. You're not going to tell people that you are not a good worker the whole time. No, you're not going to tell them that. You're going to play victim. You're going to tell everybody what is good to hear and good to listen to. Because we all like to tell stories where we're the victim and it's everyone else's fault. And in some cases, it is the other person's fault. But it's all up to you on how you move on from that situation. Do you deal with the same type of person? Do you stick around to deal with the same behavior that got you in that situation to begin with? Do you keep repeating the same patterns over and over again, knowing that it got you nowhere to begin with? See, there comes a point in time where accountability has to smack you in the face. Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, shame on me. And a lot of people, that second time you get fooled, it's always shame on the other person. But it's never shame on you for being fooled a second time. Make that make sense. So when you get fooled the third time, are you going to blame yourself for the first time, or are you going to tell everybody this, this story, this feel good, feel sorry for me type of story, that it was the other person's fault and they were in the wrong and I was the victim the entire time? That's when you hear people say, I'm just speaking my truth. That does not exist. There is no such thing as my truth. There's only the truth. The truth. When someone tells you my truth, they're telling you half of what actually happened. And they're only going to mention the parts where they were the victim. They're only going to mention the part where the other person did wrong, but not them. They'll never acknowledge the wrongdoings that they did in that situation. They're not going to talk about that. They'll talk about the wrong that other person did, what was done unto them. But they'll never talk about the dirt that they did in that situation. So To me, it's avoiding accountability. It's avoiding responsibility. And that's what it comes down to. It's another way to cope with not being held responsible for not being a grown-up in this situation and say, you know what, the reason why this situation or relationship fell apart was, it was also my fault too. I contributed to why this all collapsed. It wasn't just the other person, it was me as well. I played a part in this destruction. I played a part in this happening as well. But some people don't want to come to that conclusion because it's easy to play the victim. It's easy to go on about my truth. I'm just telling y'all my truth. Well, your truth is not the truth. My truth is not the truth. Like I said, it's your side, the other person's side, and then in the middle, it's the truth. That's it, man.